All right, so this is basically day number 3. Not much training yesterday. Just kind of some general rules and things like that. Day 1, just using training treats today and yesterday were on the kibble only. So no general obedience work done yesterday, just kind of manners out in the yard, working on that out command, trying to use some reinforcement. Had e-collar on yesterday during the morning at daycare. Activated it, I don't know, 6 times, 7 times for out. She seemed to be really getting that, was able to move to really reward based for the rest of the day. And then really good work today with the out command. She's been getting out pretty good, out of dogs, out of digging. The dogs and the energy take a little bit longer, but that's to be expected. But she's coming out and looking for treats and praise and doing a good job. I've definitely found she enjoys the ball, but she really loves a good game of tug and chew a little bit more than fetch right now. We're still going to continue to work on developing fetch over time. And so today we're going to start with the sit command with distractions, step back, tug, leash, see where we get with that, maybe walk around with food in our hand. We'll look at the down command and see if we can fade out the lure today. And if we can fade it fast enough, then great, we'll move to adding the distraction in for the down. And we'll start working on recall and do a little outwork, a little bit more structured outwork for this afternoon session. All right, let's roll. Come on, Cider. Come on, pup. Cider. Cider, pup. Come on. Great. Cider, sit. Good girl. Kibble. Step back. Tug. Wrong. Lure back in. Good girl. Step back. Little tug. Good girl. There's some kibble. And then followed up with the release. Cider, break. Good job. All right, pups. Let's do it again. Ready? Come in. And there is a baggie full of her lunch in my pocket, so that's what I'm giving her. Cider, sit. Good girl. Letting her eat a few pieces out of it. If she gets up, I drop it. Just throw her back in. Step back, tug, tug. Good girl. And Cider, break. Wonderful pups. Good job. When I do the hand lure, I kind of lure up towards my face. That way the treat tends to kind of be more in a position where the dog's looking up at me. So we're kind of building that look at you into the command. Come on, Cider. Always making sure she's standing and moving. Cider, sit. Good girl. Eat a couple pieces. Step back, tug, tug. What a good girl. And Cider, break. Good job, puppers. Good job. Still got plenty of appetite. I don't want to do this too long and have her get full. I want to make sure she's still hungry for everything else I have to do today, so there's plenty of motivation. So it's just going to be a couple minutes each command. Cider, sit. Good girl. Step back, tug, tug. Good. Nice catch. Now I could have said wrong there because her butt came off the ground. Cider, break. But I'm not going to because she caught it so fast and got her booty back down. Add a little extra kind of good job to my voice. But she's doing really nicely here. Come on, Cider. Cider, sit. Good girl. See if she gets that. Let's see what she does without me doing anything. There we go. Step back, tug. Now the reason she got out of command was a piece of food hit the ground. Well, we haven't worked on ignoring the food yet, so if she gets it and gets right back into command at this phase, I'm not gonna do wrong and all that stuff. Cider, break. Good job. Okay, a couple more, really. Let's go. You're doing this. Cider, sit. Good. Making sure to get that verbal marker in before the delivery of the food, the little distraction, good. And then Cider, break. Great job. Maybe the last one I'm going to do is step back, tug, leash. And then I'm going to try to do a circle with food in hand, see what happens with that. All right, Cider, come on. Come on, puppers. Cider, sit. Good girl. Piece of kibble. See what she does. Nice. Little tug. Even though it's hovering up on her paw, she's still stuck in there. Good job. Cider. Cider break. Good job. Okay. I'm just butterfingering a lot of treats today. My hands are kind of cold from being outside. But, all right. So, hands are a little slimy, slobbery. All right, so we're gonna switch now to the down, or to the walk around with the food in our hand. See what happens here. Come on, Cider. Cider, sit. Good girl. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna do the walk around. Good girl. Wrong. Good girl. Cider break. And then try that one at least one more time. I'm gonna have a nice successful one. Here we go. Okay. Cider sit. Good girl. I'm gonna hold the food down a little bit more, kind of towards it wrong, towards her nose. Now, I need to get back to where I started with this, or to where I last said wrong. So right now I need to get back to here. If I move a couple feet and say wrong over here, then I need to get to that spot. So here I go. Wrong. So now I need to get back to this spot. Wrong. Wrong. See frustration setting in a little bit. Wrong. Good girl. Wrong. Good girl. Cider break. And I want to finish on one where after the distraction, she stays in that seated position through the reward and into the break. So here we go again. Cider, sit. Good. Oh. Just gonna reset on that one. Come here. Cider, sit. Good girl. Okay. There we go. Wrong. 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 I don't mind a little scooch to follow me, but she can't stand up. Wrong. You can see her wanting to jump there. Wrong. A little frustration building. Wrong. 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 Too many more mistakes and I'll reset her, so maybe like 2 or 3 more, but she's close. I think she's, yeah, I'll say she's about to do it. Good girl. Cider break. Nice. So I'm gonna stop on that one right there. And again, what I was looking for to start that one was that she kept her butt in contact with the ground until I got to the reward her and the release her face. She's just not ready yet to move past the walk around her food with food in hand, and great. That's why we practice and we continue to build day on and day on and day on. We build on top of it. So that's the sit. Now we're gonna move to the down and see what we got here. I know yesterday I was having to lure her, so today the hope is we can get off of the having to bring my hand all the way to the ground for her to go into a down. That's my hope for today. We'll see what happens. Come on, Cider. Now, like always from a standing position, never from a seated position. I'm just moving her around while I talk. Cider, down. Gonna wait a minute, see if she can find the position. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna lure it. No, I'm not gonna release it. I'm gonna come all the way up. Good. Give her the treats, her kibble. Cider, break. Good job, little girl. And some pieces fell down, so I'm gonna let her have an opportunity to kind of find them and pick them up. Again, we haven't worked on ignoring food that hit the ground yet, so it's okay. Cider, come in. Cider, down. See how the nose is searching the ground, kind of associating that down a little bit. Now the lure, come up, good girl. Treats, there we go. Cider, break.
Good job, little birdie. Good jokes.
Okay. I'm not going to spend too long on each command. I want to keep that motivation for the kibble there. I don't want that to fade. Cider, down. Good girl. Good job. Cider, break.
Did you get the last piece? What a good girl.
Good job.
I am a good girl.
That is. Proud of you. All right. Thanks. She goes, well, that was good. Here, watch this. Come on. Come on. Cider, down. Good girl. Good girl. Cider, break. Here, you missed a piece. Good job. Good job. So I'm liking that the kibble has just as much motivation as the training treats I was doing on what was it, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Come on, Cider. Cider, down. I'm just gonna wait a while because she knows it. I'm not gonna refuse to lure, but I'm gonna wait a little while here. Good girl. Okay, I make sure her body stays down through the reward phase. Cider, break. Good girl. I make sure not to move my hand down to the side after I say break, until I say break. Because if I just move the hand down to the side at this point, she's gonna hop up. She hasn't fully just associated the word. There's a little bit of hand movement going on that helps her understand. Come on, Cider. Good girl. Ready? Cider, down. Good girl. And what I want her to pair is the faster she gets to down, the faster she gets to food. Cider, break. And that's all we're gonna work on today. I'm not gonna do the step back, tug leash, anything like that. I'll bring that in either tonight or tomorrow, depending on what I see from this evening's training session. Come on, Cider. Cider, down. I know you're being distracted by the malabon. Good girl. Wrong. So her chest came up, so I say wrong, stand back up. Good girl. Cider, break. Good job. And do one more. I want to finish on a nice smooth one, so maybe 2 or 3 more, but I think she'll pretty much just go right into the down this time. Ready, Cider? Come on. Okay. Cider, down. Good girl. There it is. Cider, break. Good job. Good job, little girl. Good job. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. She's good. I do good. I do good. Okay. All right, ma'am. No, I know. We've been doing a little bit of brainy stuff, right? But come on, we're not done. Come on. So next we're gonna do out. So I've got some nice tasty food. She sees it, it's down on the ground. I'm gonna move her this way. We're gonna work on that out from an object. Here we go. Cider, out. Yes, good girl. Couple pieces, move back towards it. Cider, out. Yes, good girl. I'm really not trying to pull on the leash very much. I'm just coming to a stop. I will give her a little leash guidance if I need to, but mostly Cider, out. Good girl. Good job. Mostly the tension is just there so she can't get to it. Cider, out. Waiting for a decision. Good girl. Good job. I'm always trying to make sure that I'm not in between the dog and the food. And I will tug if I need to. Cider, out. Right there. A little too close, I'm not gonna risk it. Good girl, come in. I need to get 5 avoidances in a row. That's 5 times I don't have to say out when I'm passing it. Looking for a little avoidance. Let her make a decision. Great job. Good girl. So there's avoidance number 1. Nice, Cider. Good girl. Okay, here we go again. We're gonna go past it. Nice avoidance. Beautiful. Good girl. Cider. Cider poops. Good job. So that's 2 avoidance. Come at it again. Nice loose leash, not pulling. I slow down, let her make a decision. There's 3. Good girl. Good job. And we're gonna go for number 4. See what we do here. Good girl. Cider. Have a good girl. And the 5th one I always make a little bit harder. So I just kind of stop near it or walk around it. You know, we start with food or kibble or treats. We graduate to leftover human food, and eventually we can use like stolen objects, so like toilet paper rolls or you know, whatever, bath towels, whatever they grab, shoes. Good girl. Now I come to the final one. I'm going to switch over to my left hand because I use my right hand to pick the treats up. And now I'm going to pick these up and I'm going to put them back in. So out. And I kind of drop them a little bit. Out. This is where we start to build. Just because there's something on the ground doesn't mean it becomes yours. So the leash is nice and loose. I go to pick some up, kind of drop a piece or 2. Out. Get a little pop to the leash as necessary. Out. Drop them. Oops. My mistake. Now, in your head, when you're practicing this, this is rat poison. If she gets it, very expensive vet bill. Good girl. Good girl. Oops. Look at that. Oh, Butterfinger's dropping them everywhere. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, I'm dropping pieces all over the place. What am I? Oh, man. So, when we're using food or whatever as a distraction, a toy as a distraction, they don't get to have it off the ground. Now, if you're using a toy to work on impulse control about their toy and not going and grabbing it, especially with multiple dogs in the household, after a session of training without, if you use the toy to work on that, go play with them afterwards. Cider, good girl. Get it. All right. Now, the final one we're going to do during this training session is going to be recall. This is the first time we've worked this at all. So I'm gonna keep it nice and easy, light. As soon as we're done, we're gonna have a little play session, have a little fun, work on her letting go of it, and because she enjoys tug, so we have a flirt toy that's not attached to the pole. It's just a toy, and have her play with that and working on saying get it to go ahead and grab things and drop it to let go of it. And when it comes out of our mouth, the game pauses. I'm gonna let her have some wins in there to where she'll get the toy sometimes, but mostly we just want to keep it fun. We don't want to try to yank the toy out of her mouth constantly. We don't want to, tell her drop it every 2 seconds. She's got to find value and fun in the game. She already likes to use her mouth, so we make sure we create a fun game that allows the usage of that mouth, and we don't create frustration to where she starts stealing tennis shoes or other stuff. That she has that outlet. You ready, Cider Pups? You ready? Come on, girlie. So with recall, like always, I'm going to lure the dog into a sit first. I have the food in my hand. I'm going to say her name. I'm going to say the word here. And then I'm going to drop the treat down to her nose level directly out in front of me. And then I'll back up. And as I back up, I'll encourage and praise her. I'll come to a stop after a few feet. I'll then draw her all the way into me. I will lift the treat. As soon as she sits, I'll say, good girl. I'll give her a treat and I'll start playing with her. This is all about fun, having a good time, but especially with the puppy, young dog, we're going to be bent over, kind of in their face. At least the first few times I practice it, I try to moderate the energy a little bit, show them the movement first before we add too much chaos to it. So the first few passes are going to be lower energy. Ready? Come on. Hey. Cider. Okay, so there it is. I'm not going to command it. I just lure it with a treat movement. You ready, pups? You ready? Cider. Here. Yes. Stop. Lift. Good girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, what is your doing? Oh, what are you doing? Silly pup. Come on, Cider. Come on. So I'm going to bring the energy up a little bit. There we go. You ready? Oh, you ready? Cider, here. Yes. Lift. Good girl. Yes.
Who's you said it? Who's you said it? Come on. You ready? You ready? This is a good game.
I always like when I'm teaching a puppy at first to finish with recall, because then we go straight into the playing, the tug game.
You ready? You ready? Say, here. Good girl. Dash it. Dash it. Okay, sorry, too much. She goes, let me finish eating, dude. Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Come on. Come on.
Gonna probably do 2 more of these. Just getting a little tired.
Ready? Set. Here. Yes, yes, yes. Good girl. That's right. Come on, pups. Come on.
Okay, ready? Last one, Cider.
You ready? You ready, pups? You ready? You ready?
Cider.
Here. Yes, yes, yes. Good girl. Good job. Come on.
All right. Now to finish it off. I'm gonna take her off the leash for right now. Cider. Cider.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
I can also use this to get her comfortable, kind of going through and around me.
Come on. Good girl. Good girl. No. You got the string, silly. Oh, there it is. Ready? Get it. Oh, good girl. Oh, you got it. You got it. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's it. That's it, girlie. That's a good girl. Good girl.
Cider, drop. Now I come in, pick it up.
You forgot one. Hey. There you go. Ready?
Okay, now I'm gonna lure her into the sit to begin with.
You want this? Say, get it. Oh, buddy. And there it is. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it.
So I like to handle them a little bit while we're playing it, let them know. Oh, it doesn't mean we're gonna take it, so when they have it,
Oh, that's a good girl. Good girl. That's it. Good girl.
right?
Good girl.
That way, she thinks that approach of hand means pets, loves. She's gaining, she's not losing.
Huh? She gaining.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get her to release it. We're gonna do that one more time after this. Cider, drop it.
Oh, good girl. Good job.
Good job. And do a little of that weaving between my legs things again before I let her get it.
Ooh. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm also going to test with it, because this is working better than I actually thought it would, to see if I can use it to help with a focus heel. Heel. I think I might be able to.
She's got Get all you do. Sarah, you got it.
Oh, what a good girl. You big and strong. You big and strong. Yeah, yeah. Here, come on.
Get it. Get it. Ooh.
Oh, oh, good job, Cider. Good job. Hey, Cider, drop. There we go, nice. And I'm just having her sit on that one instead of tossing it away from her. What happened that first time, she didn't really want to let go of it. No, later. This is for later. So I want to keep this intensity, this interest, this curiosity nice and high. So I'm going to put it up at this point. Good girl. And then we're going to wrap up for the day. She's going to go take a little run around the yard for, try and move around the yard for about 20 minutes or so. And then I'm going to have her go take a nap for about an hour or so. And then we get her back up. She'll move around, take a nap, and probably around 4 or so. Do dinner training around 6:30, and yeah, a little playtime. But all right.